unbelievable. Can I engage the repeater? I am in horological heaven. Hello, I am John Reardon. I'm a Patek Philippe expert. Some would say I'm a bit obsessed with all things horological. And I'm here at Sotheby's to see 5 previously unknown pieces for the first time. I'm so excited. You want me to put a blindfold on? Whoa, I was expecting a pocket watch. What do we have here? Oh, it's the Dent. This is extraordinary. I understand this piece is from 1867 and was exhibited by Dent at the World's Fair in Paris. It was the first time that East and West came together in a global way to discuss technology and for brands to show the best that they could make. Look at the quality of this piece. I need to hear the sound that will come from this. And another thing you might have just heard, that was not a traditional Westminster chime. That's a Whittington chime. In the 14th century, Dick Whittington was an apprentice. He was a little frustrated with his master, so he walked away, and then he heard the chime from a clock, and it said, "Turn again, Dick Whittington, turn again, Dick Whittington." And that was the tune that we just heard. And he turned around, he went back to London, and ended up being the Lord Mayor. I just think it's a beautiful song for this timepiece to sing, and a true honor to see it. Oh. I have been looking at watches for decades now, and this is something I've never seen before. A previously unknown watch with 2 movements, no less. This is just extraordinary. I think a lot of the horological community is going to discuss why are there 2 sets of hands. It's one of 3 things. Either it's 2 time zones, which is unlikely. Second, and this is kind of fun to think about, for 1 mean time and 1 sidereal time. But the third, I think it was a redundancy system. I understand this was made for no other than Mr. Moorhead, who's one of the greatest American collectors. For someone obsessed with accuracy and perfection to have 2 movements within 1 watch, he would know if one of them was off by 1 second. So my vote is going to be door number 3. It was a redundancy system. Can I engage the repeater? Absolutely. Voice of an angel. Everything about this is pure perfection from Patek Philippe. This is the type of watch that made Patek Philippe what it is today. Oh, I am in horological heaven. I've been fortunate enough to see desk timepieces at the Patek Philippe Museum, and we were sure there was only 2 until now. I understand this is a 10-day desk timepiece. These were described as presse-à-papier, or paperweights. This is one heck of a paperweight. And looking more closely, I see a T.E., and I understand that was made for Thomas Emery. Now that's a name that's precious in the history of Patek Philippe because the first Patek Philippe perpetual calendar wristwatch was made for no other than Thomas Emery. Look at that, the silver key with the gold inlay. Now, when you look at this as like a piece of architecture and a statement of deco design, you understand it in a different way. This is not only a monument in history, it's a monument for Patek Philippe, and I am so honored to be able to see this. This is what Patek Philippe is all about, and seeing it in person, I'm left speechless. Another one. We now have a second 2 time zone, debatable, watch that was made for Mr. Moorhead. Tells 2 different time zones, we think, and it has a minute repeater. This watch is understatement at its finest. And I can only imagine how technically brilliant to have 2 separate movements nested in each other. And it begs the question again, why did Moorhead have these commissioned? These are the only 2 pieces known with this complication of 2 time zones with 2 separate movements. It's simply remarkable. Wow, that is massive. The ultimate Frodsham. My first impression is this is inspired by Breguet, but with a British twist. And that first twist is magnitude. That is a big, heavy watch. This was a nuclear war in the early 20th century of the Brits telling they're still dominant in the game of making the world's most complicated watches. And this particular piece is the bomb, shall I say. Look at that dial. This has everything, a true grand complication. This is British horology at its finest, and I am humbled to be even near such a beautiful timepiece. Thank you so much for watching today, and I want to thank Sotheby's for giving me the opportunity to see 5 pieces I've never seen. I am beyond excited for this exhibition to begin in New York and for the December 8th auction. And I understand there's over 100 more timepieces from this collection. I'll be in the room, I'll hopefully be bidding, and I cannot wait to see these timepieces again.